The suspect from yesterday's wild pursuit across Phoenix is out of the hospital and in jail. 12 News was there as officers led the suspect into police headquarters today.
Jairo Contreras Quinter is now facing charges not only for that chase, but also the death of a police canine officer. Good evening. I'm Tram. My Caribe is off.
Team 12's Rachel Cole joins us now with new details on the arrest and what this guy is facing. Rachel.
Yeah, Mark, Tram, the details surrounding this incident are disturbing and resulted in the death of a canine officer. Police telling 12 News the suspect seen in this video was armed and dangerous and that the dog on duty assisted in his arrest.
How come you carjacked those people?
That's Jairo Contreras Quinter being wheeled into Phoenix police headquarters. His face was covered and ankles cuffed after police say he was combative with officers. Quinter facing multiple charges in connection with Tuesday's wild chase through Phoenix involving several carjackings. Once the car crashed near the I-17 and Bethany Home Road, he took off on foot, then hid inside the attic of a random house. Officers then released 3-year-old canine officer Bain to sniff out the suspect. But Bain died, police not saying how, just that Quinter was found on top of him.
The dog becomes your partner, becomes your eyes and ears.
Sergeant John Howard with the Phoenix Police Department was a dog handler for 10 years.
We're so attached to them so quickly, the handler is understandably upset.
He says to civilians, these are pets. To the department, they are invaluable partners.
So they're locating devices. So they help us find things like drugs. They help us find missing people, lost people, and in this case, suspects.
Tuesday, Bain received a procession fit for a fallen human officer. But does the law treat canines like human officers? Let's verify.
We certainly consider part of our family, but the law protects them as though they are a service animal, much like a seeing eye dog.
Arizona law states canine officers are viewed as service animals, and if one is threatened or harmed, suspects face a Class 6 felony as a result. As for canines used by federal agencies, a recent law notes that you will face jail time if you choose to harm a service animal. So, while killing a canine does come with harsher penalties, we can say no. Under the law, a canine is not the same as a human officer. But of course, that doesn't discredit the importance of the dog.
We ask our dogs to do things that are above and beyond what most people are capable of.
Nor does it make it any easier for those in the department, especially Bain's handler.
When we lose a family member, when we lose an animal that's done so much for their community, it certainly impacts us all as though it was an officer in many cases.
Each service animal costs the department about $10,000 with the expectation they work for 7 to 10 years. Sadly, that's not the case for Bain. Of course, if investigators determine that Quinter caused Bain's death, he will be charged with a felony of harming a working animal. Back to you guys.